Hi. Hello. I appreciate you.
Listen, whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday weekend?
It's Angela's birthday.
So
Oh,
my
yeah.
birthday is in May.
My birthday's in May.
When's your birthday?
May 10th.
I'm May 23rd.
Oh,
So
yeah?
you're nice, you're Taurus.
Yeah, you're a Gemini.
I'm crazy.
Mine's in March.
He's a
Has nothing to do with you guys. Sorry, I'm in the middle.
You're crazy Pisces.
Friday.
Friday?
That's still
Happy
April, right?
birthday.
That's the end of April. That's 28th.
I don't know how to,
You don't know how to do it?
I don't know how to turn it on.
Just blow into it. Can you just blow? Is it on? Check, say check.
Chat. Chat.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You
did
can
it.
hear me?
Yeah, that's how you hear it. Turn it on by blowing. Just hold it in 2 hands.
Okay.
And blow.
Thank you. No, yours, I can really hear it.
Mine sounds like whales being beach.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
Star Trek
because
4.
maybe
Star Trek 4.
hello. Okay. Yours sounds louder.
It does. You want it?
I just want to say.
Because that is loud.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is the
Which one
one I
do you
can do
want?
the ghosts.
Okay. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Oh. Catch you like a fish. Yeah. He did all of the lines for Ghostface in scary movies. That's amazing.
And it's just like, turn the page.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, is mine getting louder?
What's that?
I feel like
So you were doing the what's up?
Yeah.
I love that.
that
That's
was
awesome.
him.
That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna get this kicked off, right? It is so cool to see you two. I met you guys back in 2021 at Scarefest. If nobody's ever been to Scarefest, I don't know if I'm allowed to promote other shows. If you
Yeah.
like horror movies, you got to go to Scarefest in Lexington because it was awesome. I met these two. I met Linnea Quigley, Kane Hodder. It was absolutely fantastic.
Woo!
So,
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be there this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
In October.
Yeah. I don't like to go back to multiple conventions. I like to kind of like, oh, I've done that. Let me go to another one.
yeah,
But that one is so fun. That's one I like to go back to every year.
yeah.
Because there's like bowling
And
afterwards.
charity.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it for charity.
Yeah. Meet great people.
Yeah,
like
they do
Scott.
the bowling with the screen queens and all that. There.
Yeah, and me.
And you.
I'm the one guy that's allowed in. Gets on the screen.
Mhm.
I take it really serious. She beat me by like what, 5 pins this year?
Yes.
And then there was photos. Somebody posted photos
Yes.
online, and she's got a drink on it.
Yes,
And I'm
I
like, with my bowlers, being like, we got to do
Yes. Yes, I did. I beat his team
Yep. Single-handedly.
by like 1 point.
Like 5 pins. Came down to the last ball.
That's nice. So
Because-
you two are like best friends, pretty much.
Bestest.
Besties.
Yes.
And you work on.
He said he didn't sound. Are we best friends?
Maybe people have questions later on.
Are we best?
We are besties. We're the best of the
Wherever
best.
we
Here we
go,
go.
whatever we do, we're gonna get through it together.
We've known each other so long that we finish each other's
Yeah.
orgasms. Sentences.
He does this joke all the time, so I know not to jump in.
I go, we've done this long. We finish each other's
Sentences.
orgasms. Oh, wait. I think it is.
Oh boy. I wish my mic worked.
I control it. Check 1, 2. I can
That's
just
a little. That's a
take that.
little okay.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Already done ghosts.
All right. So y'all have done 37 or more projects
Projects.
together, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the first
We need to get a
movie
new
we did
towel.
together was Victor Crowley, I Took 4.
And it's all downhill from there.
And I'm not gonna listen to him. And then we did a whole bunch of movies after that that were super fun, like
Mhm.
Big Freaking Ride and Cold Blooded Killers and Twilight, Baby Killer.
Bloody
all
Summer
these-
Camp is a great
Bloody
one.
Summer Camp,
Massacre Academy,
Massacre Academy.
Cobb Mountain. Oh, the
Yes,
one
sir.
with Elsie directed. Who's at our
Yes.
table?
Time's Up.
Time's Up. That's coming out this
Yes,
summer, right?
yes.
A
We
new
can't
Fierce
hear
Eve.
you.
Huh?
New Fierce Eve.
But you can't hear me?
No,
You guys can hear me, right?
We
They
can.
can.
Okay.
I have the voice of God.
It's,
Now William Shatner's gone.
Yeah.
Charlton Heston's gone. Bruce Campbell's not here. I'm like fifth down.
You're
Voice of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the contract. It is.
Listen to me. I'm the voice of God.
All right, so Victor Crowley. Can we talk about that? Like, what was it like working with Adam Green? Because I am a huge fan of the Hatchet franchise. I love Adam Green. What's he like? Is he as cool as he seems?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's cooler.
Yeah.
He is,
Cooler, sure.
I'll just say one thing. He's so sweet and so genuine and so incredibly talented. Working with him for me was a dream come true because I was a huge Hatchet fan. So when he invited me to be in the Victor Crowley movie, I fell to the ground and started crying because I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm a huge fan of you and your work, and this is a dream come true. And I just spoke to them yesterday. They're on their 10th anniversary for his Movie Crypt podcast.
Nice.
And he and Joe Lynch have never missed a Monday. And he's just a dedicated, beautiful human being. So I was so grateful to work with him.
And I just wanted to work on it when I found out she was in the
Shut up. He's
This is my
lying.
chance. I've got 37 more after this, but this is the one.
That is a lie.
And he's got a lot of energy. Adam has a lot of energy. He's very compassionate and very passionate into what he's about.
Yeah.
So working with him was great. I like working with the director. He's like, yes, and then comes running, you know.
Well, he loves you.
We're shooting, you know, like, you know, where the video village is. We were on this airplane fuselage, so it was a lot for him to go from there to go, okay, I'm coming down this muddy hill on the airplane to give notes, you know what I mean? But he would come running down, like, that was awesome. Let's do this, you know. So it's like, and we're shooting at night.
And your role was written for you.
Yeah, and so was yours. He writes the roles for the people that he has in mind. You know what I mean? So, but it's just, you know, he understood like the energy you need to direct a movie like that when it's 2 a.m. and you're so wet.
Yeah.
So he's good. He's good.
Yeah. I love Adam Green's movies. He's so. I love him so much. Even the stuff like Chillerama that he did with a bunch of people.
yeah.
Like, I love that
Or
one.
Digging Up the Marrow. Yeah.
Digging Up the Marrow is
It's
so.
amazing.
That's one with
Right?
Ray
Yeah.
Wise, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
he
he's
was very
so
good.
good.
Such a great
Yeah.
story too.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. Adam Green, and his shows are amazing, like Scary Sleepover. He interviews people in his studio, and it's a sleepover. So, like for my episode, I came over. It was legit. Like you bring games, you bring candy, and they film it, and then you go to sleep in a sleeping bag with next to Adam,
And then you get murdered.
and you get killed. No. And then at night, you know, when it's dark and you're ready to go to bed, he's like, well, what really scares you? But he doesn't want like a generic answer. He doesn't want just something typical. He really wants to know truly in your heart, like what's something that terrifies you, you know? And it's just such a great show. If you've ever seen it, check it out. Tony Todd's episode was amazing. Kane Hodder, Danielle Harris, Tiffany Shepard, all amazing friends have done his show, and it's brilliant. I wish it was on all the time. It's
Yeah.
great.
Tony Todd's episode of Holliston is one of my
Oh,
favorites, where he
it's
just meets
amazing.
Tony Todd and he just starts like hanging out. He's the couch surfer. He just wants to hang out, bring his friends over, and all that kind of stuff. That's awesome.
Is he
All right.
playing himself?
Is that what he's
Is he a character or is he playing Tony Todd?
No, he's not like
the horror? He's like, so he's Tony Todd.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's playing himself,
as
and he
like
like
a guy
shows up, and
won't
they're trying to
leave
get him.
the
Yeah, they're trying to get him to do the movie, and he's just like, "Oh, give me some food." He like eats all their food. He's like trying to steal their women. Like he's just like doing his thing.
That's funny.
It's absolutely hilarious. The horror community is very tight knit. You know, I follow y'all on Instagram, and every weekend it's like y'all are at the shows. Y'all know each other. Like I mean, that's what it's like, right? You guys are just
Best
like, in the
friends, yeah.
same community, right? It's kind of like the comic book industry where a lot of us know each other, a lot of the writers and the artists, and it's so cool. I want to be a part of that community so much because it looks like y'all have so much fun when you do these shows.
Oh, we really
Yeah.
do.
What are you got? Any fun memories? Any? Is anybody out there that like really a wild party animal that we wouldn't even know about?
I think you know who the party animals are. I don't know if there's a closet party animal out there.
I'm definitely
CJ Graham is a
No,
party
it's
animal.
not. CJ.
You think you
You're
should?
CJ.
Oh, this is CJ.
Okay,
We're at the Rigo. We're gonna karaoke. Like, let's go. We're like shot, shot, shot.
Yeah,
And
we're
then
like
he's sitting
insane.
like 3 things around cutting a steak with 2 hands, like. And then he's like, I'm going to bed. You know, I'm like, CJ, come on, man.
I know, but you
Yeah.
always want to be CJ.
I do. I go, we gotta do what CJ does. Go to bed early instead of
And
not
I'm
going to bed at all.
like, yeah, and I'm like, no, we're staying up.
Okay? Like, I make D-Walls go and do like shots with me.
Right.
And she's always like, Felissa, you made me do that with you last night. I'm like, and we sang Summer Lovin' Happy. The Terrifier guys, total party animals. They're like some of our best friends.
Yeah, stay away from them.
Hi guys, thanks for being here. We are super close with Christina Elise and Alex Vincent from Chucky.
Yeah.
They're our best friends. We're always out with them. Tony Moran is the biggest one we have involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all follow
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a family.
Yeah.
We're all best friends, and
That's
Good.
super cool. Well, you came in sleepaway camps very early, right? And you were out of it for a while, and then you came back, and you've just been non-stop ever since then. I just wonder if you have any thoughts or like about your experience doing sleepaway camp. How'd you get that gig? How'd you get that role?
So I was 12 years old when I auditioned, and I was in like a local dancing school, and a manager came in and said, oh, we'd like to have some of these kids audition for movies. It was New York, you know, and my mom and the manager were like, oh my God, this would be so great. That's how I got the part in Victor Valley, because I imitated my New York manager.
Oh, wow.
She was like, oh, I think we got this. Listen, we're gonna audition. I mean, while I'm like 12 and over, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Kid, just go with me. We got this, okay? And
If they
so,
ask you if you have a penis, just say yes.
yeah.
Just say yes. Say yes to everything.
And-
Do you ride a motorcycle?
and they did
Yes.
ask me.
Do you have a
They were
penis?
like,
Yes.
Can you, my dad used to do like, oh, can she, you know, skydive?
Right, because when they
Turn fire?
in
Yeah.
movies, you know, it's like I got movies where it's like, can you ride a motorcycle? I go, absolutely. And I'm like, how do I ride a motorcycle? You know,
Yeah,
like,
right?
Can you sing? I can sing. Gotta take singing lessons. You know, like
Always say
So it's like,
yes.
You
when
say
they
yes.
ask.
do you have,
They
do
ask
you have
you
a
to
penis?
say yes.
I do have a penis. Ooh, what did I say?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
And
Don't
I
worry.
was 12, and I wasn't even quite sure if it was something I wanted to do, but I knew that it seemed fun, and as long as everyone seemed lovely, I was interested. And I met Robert Helsing, the writer-director, and as soon as he and I met, it was like an immediate connection, and he was so kind. And then he called my mom in and asked if I would wear a penis. And my mom was like, oh my God, she would love to wear a penis. Who wouldn't want to have a penis? And I was like, okay, that sounds like a wonderful idea. And I read the script, and it was original. I mean, has anyone seen Sleepaway Camp?
Oh, yes.
So
Not the Easter guys with the t-shirts on.
not just Sierra. Sierra just saw it last night. And for the 80s, for 1982, it was very provocative. It was very different, you know. It was more, it spoke to our social commentary more today, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel so grateful to be here, and to know that people have seen it just warms my heart. So I'm really, really thankful.
There's like a holy trinity to me of camp slashers, right? And there's like Friday 13th,
Yeah,
the burning,
the burning.
and then Sleepaway Camp. And what I love about Sleepaway Camp, and maybe you can tell us if this was intentional, but in most of these movies, the women are very sweet, and the dudes are very bullies. It's the opposite in this movie, and I love that. Like all the dudes, I think like Joe Bob Briggs says they're bimbos. All the dudes are bimbos, and all the women are so mean. It's like flipping the script. Was that intentional?
I think Robert, well, he was at NYU Film School, and they said, like, you have to write your thesis, write something strong, and he saw how incredibly poignant horror movies were at the time. You know, Friday the 13th had just come out, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all these great slashers, horror movies, and he wanted to do something different. So he said he wrote a beginning and an ending. And I say he filled in the middle with a baseball scene. Because that
Lots of
baseball
balls.
scene goes on
Some
for
bases,
sure.
but a lot of balls.
A lot of balls in that movie. And it was a very ballsy film. And I think he recognized the women were always naked in these films, and he wanted to kind of reverse the whole narrative. And he did. You know, in the movie, the men are naked and the women are just tough. So it's good. We need that. We need strong women in horror. We love that. We love that.
You know, horror movies always got this backlash, especially in the 80s, for being misogynistic and not happy, you know, not not treating women very well. And it always blew my mind to hear that, because I'm like, this is where I learned about strong women. Like before Power Rangers, and I just did the Power Rangers panel, but before all of that, we have the final girl phenomenon, right? We have all these very strong women who are the only ones able to handle this stuff. And then we got you, who at the end, like, so you're 12 years old, putting on a prosthetic penis, I guess. Like, that's...
Well, there was a man who stood naked with a mask.
With the word mask. You didn't have to wear that part. He wore that part.
Originally, they wanted me to wear a penis.
So that's a real one?
That's a real
Yeah,
one.
it's a real
Wow.
man. Real.
This
Nobody
is
knows
riveting.
what
This is kind of Monday conversation.
Spoilers, by the way. So
Yeah, so sorry. I know. Have you ever seen Sleepaway Camp? No.
I'm not the guy at the end, okay? I know you guys are all.
I know. It's Dave Sheridan.
I saw it in the theater. I was 9 or 10. I can't remember what month it came out.
wow, your parents are either awesome or really like...
My dad took me to see Friday the 13th Part 3 when I was 8, and then we saw the re-release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was 5. So yeah, we went all the time together.
Oh, that's awesome. See, that's good parenting right there.
Well, I think so, and I honestly feel like the reason we have horror conventions is because the horror community remembers, like, it's a sentimental memory, you know? I was with my cousins at sleepovers, and we would throw the covers over our faces, like, we're not supposed to watch The Shining or Poltergeist or The Exorcist.
Children of the Corn. That was a good one.
Children of the Corn. And these films really left, like, this mark on all of us because, you know, they're so kind of riveting, and there is commentary underneath. Like, there's a lot of social commentary in a lot of these films, and I think it makes the brain go on this sort of like roller coaster. Horror movies are like roller coasters. They have our brains and our hearts like on the edge of the seat, and we're just excited by them. So.
Yeah. What was the first horror movie that you remember just loving?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's just so gritty and deep and raw and real. I was terrified by it, yeah, in the best way.
Yeah.
Just the way I'm terrified when I go on a roller coaster. I tell my kids, oh, no, I can't go on, I can't go on. Okay, I'm strapped in. And then I like go on, I'm like, oh, you know, all over the place, just like a horror movie. It's has your brain and your body in this sort of, you know, wave that's super, you know, captivating.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
He likes rom-coms.
Roller coaster, the horror movie.
That's a good one, roller coaster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that a real one?
Roller coaster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
With Timothy Bottoms.
There you go.
Great film. Has anyone seen Roller
I'm gonna write
Coaster?
that down for me, please.
Oh, it's a great film, yeah. Hi, Chase.
I like The Shining. I remember watching that.
We like Terrifier.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people might not say that's a horror movie.
That's all.
Yeah.
What movie?
Jaws. I
Oh,
remember my
yeah,
dad
Jaws.
took me to go see the shark.
Like one of the
in
best
water.
movies
So
ever made.
With set, we saw that. So it was the shark. Then when I went to the movies and saw the movie, I was like, oh, because again, that's the shark movie we looked down in the water.
Yeah.
Bruce?
Yeah, when we lived up in Falmouth, Massachusetts, but he worked at Woods Hole, which is a famous market thing. So good.
Okay.
That's a different story.
Yeah. By the way, how awesome is his Art the Clown costume?
Yes.
We love you, Chase. We're Art the Clown. Thank you for being here, Art the Clown cosplay.
Terrifier 2. You're in Terrifier 2.
Because I stopped
Were you
them and
mocked?
begged them.
I feel like you're bringing some energy from somebody, like maybe an old teacher or something you had, an old principal, because you really do it. Is that you bringing your mom energy? Is that what you're doing in that scene?
You know, it's funny because, like I said, I love the movie. I love Terrifier so much. So when I finally met David Howard Gordon, who plays Art the Clown, and Damien Leone at a convention in 2018, I literally ran to their table. I was like, I love you. You don't understand. Like, I'm a huge fan. I love Terrifier. Bye-bye. And then we hung out at the after party, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, if you ever make another Terrifier, I'd love to be in the sequel. And when he started writing it and whatnot, he said, hey, I have this teacher role, come hang with us. And I said, oh, okay, what do I play? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And I got to say, he's like, you played a really bitchy teacher. Sorry, Jim, for my crew language. And then I said, oh, okay, oh, let me read it. Oh, she's awfully mean. And he said, and go with it. And he kept making me do it and making me do it and again and again. Finally, after the 10th try, I said, hi, have a question. Hi, Damien. Yeah. I did this a lot. Am I doing it wrong? Am I not doing well? And he said, oh no, it was perfect on the first try. We're just laughing our asses off over there. Keep going. I was like, oh. So being on that set, it was just awesome, hilarious, fun. I love them so much.
Yeah, that movie made a lot of waves this last year too. You know, like
Changed horror. Yes.
just
Yes.
kept making. I remember everybody was like, it was supposed to be there for a weekend. They were just going to do this one weekend thing, and it made so much money. They just kept doing it, and it's proven that you can do this on your own. You can do it without producers telling you, "Oh, you can and can't do this," and we got to, have this kind of project that's like all cookie cutter. And that's what I love about horror is that it's daring as balls.
Yes.
Yeah. And movies, y'all are gonna have balls. Scary movie. for
Oh,
instance.
scary movie.
I didn't have any balls to switch.
Well, it had more than balls in some scenes. How did that come about for you?
Which part?
Scary
Scary
movie.
Me getting
movie.
involved in it?
Yeah, you getting involved.
It's
The
such a
character
good story.
Doofy. Was that something you
Tell
wanted
your
to do?
story.
It was a character named Chip I had, and I made these short films, and then the Weinstein saw those short films, or a person that worked at the Weinstein company, and we ran up the pipe and said, I think we found our Doofy, this guy. Let's ask him to play Chip as Doofy. And they asked me to do that, and I read the script, and I read that he was revealed as Ghostface. I said, I'll do it, but I have to be behind the mask the whole time. Because I don't want to be represented as being behind the mask if he's not funny. All the physical humor that I brought to the character. And they were like, you got it, because we're not going to pay you anymore. It's wasting my work, right? I go, I got it, yeah. So that was it, yeah.
Yeah. I asked you at the table, because you're in Ghost World.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I'm a big Daniel Clowes fan, so I asked you, like, first of all, did you meet Daniel Clowes?
Right.
You're like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you were telling me a little bit about that role. And if you've never seen Ghost World, his character, who's not in the book, but incredibly memorable from the movie,
Right.
it just cracks me up. I just want to know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know why I'm not in the book. I told you, right?
Yeah.
So because you were like, oh, your character's on the book. And I do stand out.
Yeah.
Like, why is the energy so different? I was making another movie. It was called El Camino Love Song. And it was a demolition derby movie. And the character's name was Stewart. And again, it was with Dimension Films.
Mhm.
That's actually what I was making first before Scary Movie. And with Mike Judge and Richard Linklater. And it got shut down because the budget got out of control. I was like devastated, but I literally looked like that character from Ghost World. I had a mullet and shaved, mustache, and
Was that a real tan line? Did you go
No,
get that?
that's something that's not real. We just put a tank top on me and
Spray
painted
paint.
it pink and then took it off. But I practiced nunchucks for like months.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So,
finally, I can use these skills.
I know, thank God, because they were like, Terry's wife out heard it was canceled, and he said, well, what do you look like right now? I look like the character. He's like, well, we're shooting Ghost World. Just come and we'll find something for you to do. And they just put me in a scene with Steve Buscemi a couple times.
Yeah.
Just hang out.
Just put me in a scene with Steve Buscemi.
Right.
Wow.
All that was improvised.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's got a different energy too, right? So it's
Yeah, it is
But-
absolutely.
But Dave has a tendency, he walks onto a set in character
yes.
and makes the entire cast angry because he's like acting as Douglas. You guys, you have like classes.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude,
They didn't
who
know.
are you? Why are you on the
Nobody
set? He's
told
like,
them I was coming. Nobody told Steve Buscemi. Nobody told Scarlett Johansson. Nobody
You
said,
got to a huge
oh, it's
fight
like
with
Sharon
them.
was gonna play. It's not in the script. There's nothing in the script. So I show up and they just come at lunch. And I went to the makeup thing first and got the other stuff done, like the fake tattoo and stuff like that. Then, oh yeah, we're at lunch break, just go down and eat lunch. Well, lunch is like, the crew and the cast, and it was in a big parking lot with like tents and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just started giving stuff, and then somebody's like, sir, this is for cast and crew.
Sir.
And I was like, this is parking lot. I work at the mobile across the street. I get to eat here. That's not right. And they're like, no, you can't. I go, I don't. And then it's just more and more people stepping up to me. I go, I'll do this. And then I'm doing the nut shots.
Oh, man.
And Steve Buscemi, to his credit, he's like, let me take care of it. He goes, and it was him and his brother. His brother's a firefighter. They're both like firefighters up in Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, we're gonna take the shit out of you. You're gonna fuck all this.
I love Steve.
And Buscemi's brother. And I just went, I don't know who you are, but I know who you are, Buscemi. I know who you are. So go ahead and take the shit out of me, but I'll be out of jail and I'm never gonna get you. Then the producer's like, just tell them who you are, stop it, and so.
And then
Gotta
what
go
was
back.
that?
Huh?
Were they like, oh,
Everyone was clapping and laughing, yeah, when they said, go back and tell me.
did Steve say sorry, dude, or did he?
No, he thought it was great. He thought it was great. Yeah, he was probably-
That's freaking awesome.
who's a Sons of Anarchy fan?
Oh,
You guys
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So you know Mark Boone? Mark Boone with there. So in the early 80s, Steve Buscemi and Mark Boone were stand-up. They were a stand-up comedy. Did you know that? Duet? They were a duo in New York City doing stand-up comedy. So that's just a little like unknown. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
They're both comedians, and they were together as a stand-up comedy.
Do you have comedic acting influences? Because like you were talking about, like, you did the physical comedy really well, the voices.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what brought you into that?
Peter Sellers.
Okay.
Yeah.
His family.
Yeah, but those guys, I really feel like I was already working in 1990, so a lot of it, like the Jim Carrey and the Farley I was already doing my influence-wise, it's like Peter Sellers. And then physicality, we did like Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Three Stooges.
Yeah, they of course.
Yeah, because you grow up watching that, and you're like, no, they really did that. And then you really do it.
Yeah.
You and your brother hit yourself like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Your mom's like, what's going on in here?
Blood
Blood
What's
everywhere.
going on? Exactly. That's her line.
Yeah.
Listen, you're on Joe Bob a lot, and every time you're on there, I love it so much. Yeah, and it seems like you have such a cool chemistry with him. Tell us, you got a fun story that we would never know about Joe Bob unless we were here today.
I'm obsessed with Joe Bob and Darcy and John Brennan and Yuki and Ernie the Lizard. Yuki is, oh my God, it's like it is the only thing I could say about being on that set and being around them. I don't know if anyone's met them at the Jamboree. They are the most delightful, down to earth, humble, beautiful people. So and Dave's been with me on set. He was the gorilla in the Christmas episode for the telethon. She's in the gorilla outfit. He was the gorilla, Steve Wilcox.
Steve Wilcox.
He's
We
great.
raised 125,000 during that.
It was like 150.
But I think actually, I think it was like 70,000 because I couldn't see it at 8, and I'm like $2,000, $20,000. I don't know what it was. Mask and stuff.
So being with them is like walking on a cloud and honestly walking into a dream because it's just fun. All you do is laugh. Don't know what I'm doing. Like you walk in and it's like, we're gonna have a great time. And then it's like, and today it's full G zombie. And it's like, oh my God, and here's the band, and here's Ian McCullough, and Peaches Price, and everyone on the show. I mean, Bobcat Goldthwait, like it's a dream working there because it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And it's a happy place, and everyone there is legitimately just so thrilled to be, making this show and working with Joe Bob.
Yeah. Oh, I've never met him or Darcy. I would love to. That'd be
they
so
need to
cool.
come here.
Oh,
They
we need to
need
get
to
Jeremy to
come here.
get them here next year. That would be
Joe Bob.
way beyond. Hey, there's Mark Spears right there.
Joe Bob.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, can you work on getting Joe Bob Briggs here next year?
Joe Bob, if you're listening, we want all.
Yeah, we
Tell
want
Jeremy,
Jeremy,
our promoter, yes.
I'll talk to Jeremy and I'm going to deliver Joe Bob.
We love you. You heard it here. Mark is delivering Joe Bob. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him and see
It is, and they are honestly like what you see on the show, like how kind and loving and passionate about this genre. They truly are. Like it's all real from the heart, and I think that's why I've been so in love with them for so many years because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And then when I'm on the show, I'm like, oh my God, this is so brilliant. Like, this is fun.
Are you on the new season at all? Can you tell us that?
It just aired.
Yeah. Well, season 5 had its opening, and I was fortunate to be back as we did an interview, and then we did a skit that was similar to, like, for me, it was like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
Because I love Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on that show like my whole life. And so this was the first, like, moment I got to do something that was in the way of comedy character.
Yeah.
We did stuff at Airlines, and it was me, Darcy, Yuki, and John Brennan, and Joe Bob was the president of the company. And we talked about how we should charge people for just going into the laboratory.
It was like Spirit Airlines.
It was like
Oh, wow.
Spirit. Yeah.
I was like, how can we charge them?
It was like
Let's
Spirit.
charge them to go to the bathroom. What if they want to ask you a question? Yes, $20 every question. Yeah.
And Joe Bob was like, excellent, everybody, excellent. We're like, stop it, stop it, stop it. It was so fun.
You haven't gotten a chance to check that out yet.
Oh,
now
you'll
I'll
love this
do that as
season
soon as I
opener.
get home. I don't want to hog you, of course. So, does anybody have a question they would like to ask?
Wait, does anyone have a question they don't want to ask?
Yeah, that's true.
But they're scared to ask.
Everybody raise
Then we have to play a game. The person next to you has to ask that question.
Yeah.
Write your question on a piece of paper and send it
We have
next to
great
You had a
questions.
question, right?
Oh my gosh.
And I was rewatching it, and I didn't realize you were in the sleepwalker.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that experience was and how Eric felt.
Oh, well, I love Eric Roberts. He's a dear friend. We've made like 10 films together. The first movie I did with him was in 2011 called Camp Dread. And I was so fangirly, I'm surprised he did not walk off the set. Because I walked in, my character was like a B-movie actress, and I had to be all dressed up and everything. And they were like, okay, we're going to introduce you to Eric. And I was like, oh my God, somebody help me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is crazy. I'm going to like Super Bowl. I can't believe it. I walked in, I was like, hi, Mr. Roberts. I'm Felissa. It's so nice to meet you. And he was like, hey, doll, when are you going to go get into hair and makeup? And I was like, I already did. I don't know. And then he was like, I'm just kidding. And we had the best time together. And then I produced my first movie called No Solicitors. I hired him as the lead actor. And then we did this Lifetime movie called Stalked by My Doctor and Nightwalker's Nightmare or something like that, where he plays the doctor and I play the doctor that figures it out that he's the bad doctor. And my friend's the producer, and he was like, hey, do you want to come on and play this character? And I was like, oh my God, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, you have to play doctor, no makeup, hair pulled back, covered tattoos. I'm like, okay, that was great. And then it was just fun on set. And being with Eric on set is marvelous because he's a jokester and it's just fun. He's one of the sweetest people ever. And he likes to make fun of the crew and like tease them. He's just a delight. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching that.
You had a question, buddy?
Oh, yes, that's for you. How was it like producing the Slayer album?
Oh, Slayer. Does everybody love
Wait,
Slayer?
Slayer videos.
So, yeah, from the Repentless album. So Slayer had an album come out called Repentless, and their record label is Nuclear Blast. And they were looking for a producer to make one video off their Repentless album for the Repentless song. And I went in and met with them, and I was like, oh, let's make it like a horror movie. Let's do something really kick-ass fun. And they were like, yeah, okay. Can you really do that? And I was like, yeah, I'll get all my friends. And we made it with so many great people, Danny Trejo, Tony Moran, Vernon Wells, Sean Whalen, Derek Mears, Tyler Main, like you name it. I called my friends in, and we made this fun video directed by BJ McDonald. And then, fortunately, it did well, and we did 2 more videos. And it was sort of a story. So if you look it up online, it's the Trilogy. And there's 3 videos that tell the story of the 3 songs on that one.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to check that out.
Something, yeah, it's fun.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a final girl from Sleepaway Camp?
Dave, do you consider me final?
No. She's the final boy. You can't be a killer and be a final girl, right? I don't think so.
That's a really good question. I rarely am the final girl. I think in Sleepaway Camp, I am, from my perspective. And I really am always like the monster, or I get killed off quickly. So, like in Victor Crowley, I get it really good.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And it's always fun. I like playing the bad person, the villain, the monster.
that's always more fun. To be in crazy makeup, to be running around, it's a good time. I get to kill him in just about every movie we've done together, and he really loved it. He loved every time they said I had to kill him. He was so ecstatic.
I know. I think I was like 42-0 before I started doing movies with her. And then my kill count was no longer coming, and I was getting killed. So now I think I'm break even. 37 movies with her.
Yeah.
I got 42 and 37. And then Rob took away some kill count. That was reject. So.
Yay, Devil's Reject.
One time I lived, it was called Bloody Summer Camp. She's leaving set. And I didn't think she realized I'm the sheriff. I catch the bad guy. I'm not going to die, but I'm not going to say anything yet. And then she's in the town car, go to the airport, and I'm like, bye-bye, and I don't die, bye-bye. The director comes up about 10 minutes later and goes, I just got a text from Felissa. I have to kill you. I'm like, what? Yeah, she said kill the sheriff. And all it was kill the sheriff. And I'm like, what?
And I died in the movie, and he called me and said, we're going to have you back, and you're going to come back to life, because I was hanging, and then he had me do the hanging again, and I opened my eyes, and we're going to kill the sheriff. And I said, I love you. I'll do every movie. Kill Dave Sheridan. It's all in good fun.
You were talking at the booth about the similarities between Doofy and Angela.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could elaborate on that for.
Well, you tell.
No, you had. Okay.
You
We'll
tell.
tell it together.
Okay.
Yeah, you tell.
No, you tell.
No, you tell it.
You tell.
Oh, you tell it. We always finish each other's set.
Or does
Um,
that joke's never going to land.
no, never.
We got to keep working on that
A
joke.
joke.
We got to work on it a
That
lot.
joke a lot. Yeah.
I'm
So,
willing to practice.
Okay, thank you so much. That's a wrap on Sheridan. So I am playing Angela, playing the quiet introvert. I get picked on a lot. And then I said, wow, Dave, Doofy is sort of lone and picked on.
Yeah, he's the loner and he gets picked on.
It's terrible. I said, but you know what's interesting? Angela is not who you think she is. Wait a second.
Doofy turns out
is
to be
not who you think.
Exactly.
I said, and I'm the killer.
Doofy's the killer. And we're like, well, our movies are
And
all
then at the
right.
very end, we reveal who we
Really are. Right. Finishing each
So
other.
there's so we thought that was kind of interesting. Angela and Doofy have a lot in common.
This is beyond the finals.
The
Multiple
test
choice,
we
though.
gave.
Multiple choice. Is Doofy and Angela A, not similar at all? B, similar? C,
Evolved into
who cares?
a crazy relationship.
Felissa, I think you got a photo op.
There should be a Doofy versus Angela. You know they have Freddie versus Jason.
Oh, that would be great.
Doofy versus Angela.
That would be so fun. That,
Do you guys have a photo op? Because besides, I'm not trying to point.
oh,
Besides
I'm picking you out in an awesome way.
Alexandria.
oh.
So, yeah, so I think photo op from this.
Well, I just
Go
want
take
to
the
say
photo,
thank
come
you
back.
for having me, and I love y'all. And I just appreciate your time. To remember these films and to be here with us means everything. So thank you so much. Thank you. I will now hand it off to Doofy. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, get rid of her. Hold on the fort.
Yes.
I will.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Come back after you take the photo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell some Dave Sheridan stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Boy, do I lie! I
Oh,
know
we're
you
going to
like
talk about you.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Why don't you tell us about your music career?
Well, did anyone have any other questions? Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I just want to know, what do you think was the best kill in scary movie? And while you're at it, you like give some like behind the scenes story about that kill?
Well, to me, the best kill is not in the movie because it got cut out, but it's when Ghostface was fighting this man, the gym teacher. because she was a professional wrestler from Canada, and she beat the shit out of me. Real for real, and I'll get into that in a second, but in the script, she was about to kill Ghostface. She beat him up, dragged him around the office. It was like a full-on wrestling match. And she knocked everything off her desk with me, you know, so swept me across the desk. And as she stood over me, she was gonna break my neck, but her testicles were hanging down. And I just reached a pair of scissors that fell off her desk, and I grabbed it, I cut her testicles off, and she falls over dead. And they cut that out of the movie.
Oh man.
But I have that on VHS because I have pre-cuts, like I have rough cuts that they send me as we were making the movie. So I just realized I have all these VHS tapes. I'm like, oh, I think I can stitch together a new cut from all these rough cuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's sort of like a new edit of the movie with these new kills. Because that's a shame that one got cut out because it was fun to do. But then I would say probably Shannon Elizabeth's kill, I was chopping her up a lot. And they cut, that one got too brutal.
Uh-huh.
They said that one was too bloody and brutal. We slimmed it down because the joke they took out was I'm ripping her stomach open with my knife. And there was a Jaws joke where I pull a boot out and then I pull a license plate out. And then well, first I'm pulling her intestines out.
Yeah.
Which were like real pig intestines. I remember these are real pig intestines. And then it was like a boot, then the bent license plate, and then it was like condoms. You know what I mean? And she wouldn't die. She'd be like, you know, and they just said, oh, that part just got too bloody.
Yeah.
So they cut that out and they still had me killing her. Then she doesn't die, and then I like bang my head and then I chop her head off, you know, and then she's still talking. You know, so that was a pretty cool creative kill.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Anybody else got a question?
That's good. I like that. Smart people. They know everything.
Yeah. Does anybody have a question they don't want to ask? She stole your joke.
I know. At Smoky Mountain Comic Con, I might do unprofessional photo ops. You know, we always have professional photo ops.
Yeah.
I thought you'd funny to do these unprofessional photo ops.
Yeah.
And you come to a room, it's just a mess. Camera's the wrong way, sideways. Your photo's always cut off.
Yeah.
You got a goofy unprofessional photo op. So.
Would you tell us a little bit about Devil's Rejects then?
What do you want to know?
Well, what's Rob Zombie like? And Bill Moseley, is he as sweet as he seems to be?
Yeah, although that was like one person. So Rob's super quiet, super sweet guy. You know, he's the opposite of his stage persona. You know, super creative. But he had us all over after we were cast. He said, "Come over to my house, and then I'm going to the pool party barbecue." He had everybody over. And Bill Moseley in that place, Otis, right?
Yeah.
And he has that beard. That's Bill's real beard, but then the hair was a wig.
Okay.
So in order to make the hair look as realistic as possible, he shaved his head to make it put down the real stringy, you know, hair. And he was wearing like cut-off jeans in like an inner tube in the pool. I got there late at the party. And so he's just out there, all pale with the cut-off jeans and the beard.
Yeah.
And he's not talking to anybody, just floating the pool. I go, jeez, who the hell is that? And he still knows it. So, yeah, I was like, I don't want to go to your head. He's crazy. He's looking like, oh, they were like short shorts.
Yeah.
You know, but they were his from like when he played like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre period. Like he still had his shorts. Like, these are my shorts. That's what I go swimming in. But he's super nice. They're all super nice. Art the Clown is David is like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's going to be at Scarefest this
Yeah.
year.
But there's something about people that play the most sadistic characters, then they're the sweetest people in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
When I met Michael
Because
Berry,
Bill.
he's super smart, Michael Berry.
Oh, Barry, yeah. Well, his guy you know that story?
No.
You know his story, Mom?
No, not really.
You know he has this genetic, he has like a missing chromosome.
Yeah.
That's because his dad was like the top surgeon and doctor in the UCLA area. And in World War II, when we dropped a bomb at Nagasaki and Hiroshima,
Yeah.
we didn't know anything about what's that going to do. So they sent his dad over to like study all the radioactivity and all the poisonings and
Oh, wow.
study the effects of the people that were bombed.
Yeah.
But he was also over there getting all this radiation.
Yeah.
He had, You know?
Wow.
So Michael's convinced, and I believe it, that it was from his dad, over,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
Hiroshima.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. His dad was also the doctor called for Marilyn Monroe. I don't want to say Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
His dad was called.
Really?
Yeah, on times.
Oh, wow. You get lots of stories going to these cons and meeting these people and knowing these people and part of this community. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, so like you're saying, Michael Barry is super smart. You wouldn't know that by looking at the Hillside Eyes guy.
I know, right?
But that chicken scene, Devil's Reed, is one of the funniest scenes in movies at all. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you
The chicken
remind
fucking scene.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And they're gonna buy the chickens, and you're not gonna fuck this chicken. Right?
Oh,
I
yes,
might fuck this
yes,
chicken,
that's
you know?
right. And he's in that. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I watched that because I was not a part of that. So I don't really read the scripts. I try not to read what I'm not in. You know what I'm saying?
Because you want to.
I only want to know, yeah, because it's not my world. Like as an actor, because people are like, you don't read the full script. I want to just read my character because as my character, I wouldn't be aware of other things that are happening.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to be in my brain at all when I'm playing my role. And plus it also saves me from reading scripts.
Yeah. So writing, producing, acting,
Yeah.
directing.
But then also when you go to the movie, then you're like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know that was in the movie.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Yeah, like that was the funniest scene in the world.
What's your favorite bit of the industry to do? What do you prefer?
Right, yeah. Because then you can just be anywhere you want, and it's you and your world. You're creating it.
Uh-huh.
The hardest thing with writing on my side is the different levels of writing. I've written studio movies, but even then you have to stay within a boundary of, like, I've never written anything that can't be made. I've read scripts that I'm like, how would you make this, dude? Like, do you realize you get 100 grand? You need to know your limits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So being an actor and being a producer and stuff, when I write a script, and I know what the budget is, then I write it realistic.
Yeah.
For what you can possibly do.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Anybody got any final questions before we wrap up here? All right. You're gonna be at your table in case anybody hasn't got a chance to come
absolutely. Come by and say hi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote a Jackie Chan movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it get made?
No. He chose the tuxedo over my movie. My movie was called Action Kid and Kung Fu Robot.
Uh-huh.
And it was a throwback to like Johnny Sacco.
Yeah.
Hello! It was funny. He was like, well, translation, he couldn't read. They took my script and then changed it into Chinese.
Uh-huh.
And they said, look, he understands perfect English, but he can't speak it. And I had a meeting with him. And I got there early, and I'm wearing khakis and a t-shirt and Vans and his hat like this. He comes walking in looking very similar. Hat, t-shirt, khakis, and the sneakers. Jackie Chan, because I got to meet him early. Then he went, Jackie will be with you tomorrow. Went in, and I go, this is great, he's kind of dressed like me. All right. And then they go, Jackie will see you now. And he's sitting at the end of the table, and he changed into this like oriental, like Ming Dynasty stuff. Like he was in a silk gold outfit, like dressed for a proper meeting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, something wrong. You were just wearing what I was wearing right here. I don't know why I chose the tuxedo.
Yeah.
I did great. They loved me. If they didn't have questions before, they really don't know. It's all that answers.
Okay. Cool.
This guy.
Oh boy.
How's the photo?
It was good. It was Kenan and Alexandria. And Kenan got on his hands and knees in a split. And I thought it felt like his head came off and he wanted me to choke him. It was very, it was good. It was
I
like
can't even
you-
imagine it.
you
Hands and
last
knees in a
night,
split.
You know, with your friends.
Yeah. It's like Sean Bon Claude Dom.
Yeah.
Cannon split between the two chairs. Did you see what he did with me? I had the guy's not here with the Wolverine stuff. Scott, remember the Wolverine thing just today? And then I said the Wolverine, but then Kenan took him down and he swallowed it. No, he did it.
Oh,
I was
Kenan?
like, yeah.
You took like a whole claw down,
Yeah.
like a sword swallower
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
You know, I was saluting, and then I was like, I smell like it. And he went, ah! I was like, that was real metal. It was like real, no.
Did he hurt himself?
No, he's nuts. He's nuts. He's a good guy. I love him. I love him.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's coming back though. He thought it was the King Hunter panel too. He asked if it was Kane Hodder's panel. There he is.
Oh,
Here he is, Kenan. Round of applause.
Ken.
Do you have the picture that we took? Would you like to see this? That's not good. I've never taken a photo like
Oh, boy.
this.
I didn't know you
Show
were
it to everybody.
No, you're so flexible.
And they put those things fast.
Do you see his
Let me
head
see.
and his? Show everybody. Yeah, bring it
At
around.
least I need to. I need to approve it.
I need to prove it.
Holy moly, man.
Nice.
Yeah, you are amazing. Show.
I told him the story how you took the Wolverine claw and just jammed it down your throat. You're famous
Yeah.
around
Is
here.
that crazy?
You're famous.
That's intense.
Are you a sword swallower?
That's like Doug Jones stuff.
Oh.
You swallow swords all right.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
He
Woo!
took that
Bennett!
Wolverine claw.
I
Right,
love
remember?
this picture.
Shocked me. When you
That's intense, isn't it?
always expect the unexpected. Unexpected tenant.
Okay.
It's a good name. Unexpected tenant. No, unexpected. Unexpected.
Unskinnable?
Okay, thank you so
Unscannable.
much, Dave. Hi. I'm back. Do you have any questions? No. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, Mark.
Hi,
Yeah,
Mom.
I was watching this horror movie the other day, and it was you rapping, and it was about food, and you were pregnant.
That's not a horror movie.
It's very.
That's a rock rap group.
It's horrible.
Horrible.
It's horrible.
You got to go check it out. I hate that. We don't want to talk about the 2B moms. I wouldn't even mention that.
That was
Don't.
amazing.
Nobody should Google the 2B moms. Please don't do that. No. Oh, we don't want to watch that music video of her dancing.
I was the rapper. The group was called the 2B Moms. It was early 90s. We were in overalls and little cats.
And they were pregnant.
And we were pregnant. And
That was their shtick.
it was the whole thing. Where
Remember how Criss Cross wore the outfits backwards?
It's all
These
about
are four
time.
pregnant
No reason, no rhyme. It's all about time. I
love
you. I love you. Are you kidding? These guys are let's take it on the road.
Oh,
I'll be Meg
yeah.
Stone and you're the 2B moms.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
we're
want to do a
the 2B
mashup. I
grandmoms.
band with her with the 2B moms.
I'm like, we are the 2B grandmoms.
Yeah, they're the 2B grandmas.
I'm like, I am the
2B's
2B
tied.
grandma.
The 2B
Okay?
side.
2B's tied. With Bad Stone.
That's
With Grandpa Stone.
your side B. 2B side.
With Grandpa Stone.
Exactly.
Tubes tied and Grandpa Stone.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, except my drugs are like the insulin and my cholesterol medication.
Oh my God. I'm giving advice on
There it is.
hypnotherapy. Yep, that's the beginning of my rock career.
And the end.
The beginning of the end, yeah. That's awesome. I'd like to know
Yeah.
how to hear everything you've done. It's probably given you tons of opportunities. What are you the most proud of in your life?
In my professional life?
In life in general?
Having her kids.
I have one answer. I have 3 kids who are the loves of my life.
Mhm.
I can't even say that enough. They bring me joy, inspiration, happiness, thought-provoking everything. Teenage girls make me want to jump out a window. My son is my lifeline. They're 13, 16, and 18. And I'm just here because of them. They keep me alive. They're amazing.
That's
But
awesome.
sleepaway camps too. Sleepaway camp. I like my kids keep me alive. And I love sleepaway camp. Sleepaway camp gave me a life. I wouldn't have kids if we weren't. Hi, Jason Kane. His name is Jason Kane from Kane Otter. Stand up, Jason Kane.
We love you, Jason Kane. That's his name. Did you have a question?
I would love to remake Sleepaway Camp, but Sleepaway Camp needs a prequel called Aunt Martha. And it's the story about the Aunt Martha and why it all came about. Because she's the most riveting character ever. she's on screen for all of like 60 seconds, and she has us like in complete, in a frenzy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can play Aunt Martha.
Do you think I
a younger animal.
Richard, Angela. What's up, kids? It would be a whole different Aunt Martha. And you can play John, my brother.
Oh, okay.
He is a lover. Oh no,
Wait,
wait.
who's the brother? The dad?
So my dad's name is John, and he is a lover named Lenny.
But was Lenny the brother of Aunt Martha?
No, John is the brother.
How do you know? It says
Because
that?
that's my father.
Right.
And my father is this amazing? My father.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My father is the brother to Aunt Martha.
Where does it say that?
In the movie, I get sent to my aunt's house.
But it
says-
could have been,
No, it
if they were
says-
married, if the two dads were married,
Right.
then
There's two dads. My two
yeah,
dads.
then you're the one that lived, even though it wasn't by blood to you, could have been the dad.
What?
Or what happened to the one on the shore?
Okay.
But-
You should really watch How This
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but weren't they just friends and fooled around? Because like.
I don't know.
Who? My father and his lover?
Yeah. Were they married or not?
I mean, I don't know how deep the relationship was. I didn't really
I didn't
ask.
see a ring.
But they seemed.
When he was going, help! I didn't see no ring on his finger. Help! I didn't see a ring on the other guy's finger. What do you want? What? Get out of there! Somebody do something! Somebody do something! That speedboat's gonna hit them in 5 minutes. Somebody help!
5 minutes.
Help!
Maybe 10.
She's going, move the boat! Move the boat! She's like, I can't
Have you
see
ever seen Sleepaway Camp? You have to watch it. It's a comedy.
Either way.
Move the boat. Somebody might get killed in 8 minutes. You guys need to move the boat.
It's so funny. I do Sleepaway Camp now as like a screening, and I do the commentary.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Right?
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. All right, they're telling me to wrap it up, so everybody give it up for
We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
If you haven't had a chance to see him, be sure to check it out before the show wraps up.
Aw.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we love it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.